Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to share a quick tutorial with you. This is a question that I get all the time about how do I print my journaling on my clear sticker paper. If you've been around here for a while, you know I print my journaling on clear sticker paper. I've been doing it for years now, and I see that it's become very, very popular in the scrapbooking community. It's just an easy way to add journaling to your layout, but also that you can print it on clear sticker paper and you still can see the pattern in the background. And I love this method, and it's just a very simple way for me. I've done it here as well. To keep up with my journaling and just print it and add it basically. So I wanted to share with you this quick tutorial just because it's easy for me. It doesn't mean it's easy for everybody else. I'm going to show you two different methods. I favor one over the other, but I'm going to share both of them with you, and hopefully it helps you understand how to print your journaling on clear sticker paper. Now, before I start with the tutorial, I will share the clear sticker paper that I use. I always have this linked in my Amazon storefront. It's the Avery shipping labels. Yes, it says shipping labels, but it's a full sheet. So you do get a full sheet of the sticker paper, and it is matte clear. And basically, I usually trim these down. So what I'll do is I'll print using my Epson PictureMate 400 PM. And so I'll trim this down either to a 4x6 or a 5x7. And I usually get multiple sheets doing that. Whatever is left over, I still use, and I will share with you in a little bit how I do that. But for now, I'm going to just share your typical 4x6, resizing your paper to 4x6, and then adding your journaling to that and printing it through the Epson PictureMate 400 PM. You can also print through your home printer. I used to do that a lot, especially when I'm low on ink with my Epson. I will add my journaling to one corner, and whatever's left over, I will stick it down to my paper. So what I mean by that is, let me share that with you real quick. I do have a Scrappy Spiral Notebook class where I share details and how to do that, but I'm going to share it here because you guys know me. I like to share what I know, and I like to share free stuff. So let's get to it. I'm going to share with you how I will print this on a large printer, but using a small piece from my clear sticker paper. So if I grab my printer paper, which is an 8.5 by 11, and I only have this small piece of my clear sticker paper, but I don't want to waste it, right? So what I'll do is I'll add my journaling in the corner, and then I will just add a small amount of tape to the corners of my clear sticker paper. And then I will stick that in the corner where I know where like my printer prints. You can give this a try first. I would print on the printer paper, and then once you see where your printer usually prints, I just know where it prints. I've done this so many times. I usually know it's in this corner. So I'll stick down my paper over it if you want to, or try it out a few times until you get it right. But I wouldn't do that. I would definitely try it on the printer paper because this stuff is expensive and you don't want to waste it. And that's why I always keep my little pieces, because I will end up using it. And basically I'll run this through my printer, and then once I'm done, I'll have my text on the clear sticker paper. And because I use the Kakuya tape runner, it does let me pull my paper off. It does not damage it. It's not like tape that you would have to struggle to pull off. It's not permanent. So, well, it's kind of permanent, but not, if that makes sense. So I use this tape because I can remove my clear sticker paper easily and then basically stick down that portion where I printed my journaling and add it to my page. So nothing goes to waste. I've said this a million times. I'm a frugal kind of gal, and things like this that I use all the time, I try to use every little bit of it. So this is the clear sticker paper that I use. And like I said, it is linked in my Amazon storefront, which I will add in the description box for you. But I did want to share with you how to resize your journaling, how to print it, and printing it through my Epson PictureMate P400 PM, I think, or PM 400, something like that, which again, I will link in the description box for you. But this method that I'm sharing with you still works for your home printer. And like I shared earlier, you just grab that little piece if you wanted to and stick it down to your full size printer paper, or you can run the whole sheet of your Avery like shipping label sticker to go through your home printer. So either way works. I like to use my Epson PictureMate just because it's a smaller machine. It's in my craft room, and that printer, you can use any type of paper or printer paper or whatever kind of paper you want. So I usually just do that, and it's just easy access for me. But you can definitely use your home printer using the methods I'm going to be sharing with you today. So let's get to it. I'm going to share with you how I use Pages if you're a Mac user. If you do not have Pages, you can definitely use Word or whatever program you're used to. I will also share with you how to do it on Canva. I prefer doing Pages. I have both Canva and Pages on my phone, and I prefer to do it on my phone because it's fast, it's quick. I always have my phone on me. And when I'm crafting, I don't want to pull out my laptop and do it on my laptop, but you can still do it on your laptop. For me, it's just because I craft fast, quick. I like to do it on my phone. So basically, I prefer Pages over Canva when it comes to journaling and adding my journaling, just because it's like adding a box, filling in the box with text, and printing. With Canva, you have to, kind of size your text to fit into the box, if that makes sense, and then print. It's just an extra step that I just don't want to do. But usually for me, I use Pages. And again, if you are not a Mac user, you can use Word as well. All these programs work the same, even Photoshop, all of them work exactly the same. So I just wanted to share with you how easy and simple it is to do. And hopefully having this video walks you through it and makes it, basically easy. So let's get to it. Too much talking at this point. I'm going to start with Pages, and then I'll share with you how to use Canva for your journaling. Okay, let's start with Pages. Like I said, I like to work on my phone just because it's faster and I always have my phone on me. I'm going to start by clicking Templates, and I'm going to just choose the blank page. As you can see, there's so many to choose from, but I just want blank basic page, and I'm going to build off of that. Once I click on that, I want to change the size of my page. I don't want a letter size. I want a 4x6. So to change the size, I click the three dots and I click Document Option. After that, I click Document Setup. And then I can click on custom size and change the size of my page. Now, if you are going to print with your home printer, a large printer, and you need the letter size, just keep it as is. But because I'm going to be printing a 4x6 using my Epson PictureMate, I decided to change the size. Now that we changed the size of our paper, let's add a shape or an object that will hold our journaling. We need something that we can resize. So I will click the plus sign at the top, and it's going to give me a bunch of different options. You can add a shape, you can add icons, you can add all kinds of things. I'm just going to go with the basic square. Once you add it to your page, you'll see that you can resize it, and it's so easy to do. I can resize it to whatever size I need, and I'm going to use it to add my journaling. Now, by the way, to change the size of your square, all you do is you click on the little dots, like you hold it down. You can see like there's about 4 or 5 dots there, and you just hold it down and resize it. So if I want to resize the side of my square, I'll just slide it to the right or left. And if I want it to make it longer, I'll just click the top or bottom for that. It's really easy to do. Now, anytime you add a shape, it's going to add the shape in black. I do not want a black box. I want the box to be white, just like my background. So what I'll do is I'll click the brush icon, and then you can see here on the bottom, you can create whatever color box you want. I don't want any color at all, so I'll click the no fill. And that way I have a blank space, a blank box, and I can add whatever journaling I want in that blank space. So once you click on the no fill, you can go ahead and start adding your text. It's as easy as that. But I did want to let you know that because you added no color to your box in the beginning, your text is going to be white. I don't want white text. I will click again on the brush to change the color of my text. Usually I go with black. I'll even change my font, which you can do as well. I'll change the size of my font because sometimes I need bigger font, sometimes I need smaller font to fill in, a smaller space. So you can really play with this. Now, I do want to say that you do not have to do this every single time you use Pages. I just keep a running page on Pages where I will delete the text that I wrote, resize my page or my box, and then type out my new journaling. One thing I like to do is add multiple squares on one page. And if I wanted to print out a lot of journaling for different layouts, I have all the squares I need, and I just fill them out with my journaling and print it. Like I said, you can just do this one time and have a running page on your Pages, and that way you don't have to add the square, change the color, and change the color of your font. It's already done, and all you have to do is just delete the journaling that you had previously and add the new journaling within your box with the new sizing. And you'll see here when I'm typing out my journaling, it will stay in the box, in that same box that you resized to fit your layout. You don't have to worry about it like going over the box or not fitting the box. And if you needed to resize the journaling because it's too big and it doesn't fit your box, you can easily do that. All you have to do is copy your journaling, click the brush again, and resize your journaling to fit in your box and your space. You can even change the font if you wanted to, just by clicking your journaling, then clicking the brush and changing the font. It's so easy to use. I love Pages. It's just because it's an easy and simple program to resize your journaling. I also wanted to show you that you can move your text to the right or left or keep it in the middle. You just, again, you click on all your text, you copy all your text, and then you can kind of play with where you want your text to be. I usually like it to the left, and now I want to move my box to the corner. This is where I usually have extra clear sticker paper, and I want my printer to print in that corner, obviously. So I usually add it to that corner of my page. Now I want to share with you that you can add multiple squares within one page. I just added another square. I'm changing the color to no fill, and I will have to change the color of my text and basically start journaling in my second square. And the process is exactly the same. So if you wanted multiple boxes on one page, you can totally do that. If you just wanted to add one square for your journaling and print that out, you can do that as well. So I love this program because it's simple to use, easy to use. And if you don't want something too complicated, this is the way to go. And like I said, if you are not a Mac user, you can definitely use Word. It's exactly the same. Now, once you're done with your journaling and you want to save this, it's very easy to do. You just click the three dots. You could either print directly from Pages to your printer, or you can save it to your camera roll. So it's either you click on the print to print, or you click on the export and then images, and save this as an image to your camera roll. And I'm going to do the saving to images or save as an image to my camera roll just to share with you a different option once we do Canva. And it's a really simple process. But anyways, I went ahead and saved it to my camera roll. And now I want to share with you how to do this in Canva. So to do this in Canva, you don't have to have a Canva Pro. You can do this in the free Canva, but you want to start by creating a page, and you click the plus sign on the bottom to add a custom size page. I went with a 4x6 just like I did for pages. And now I want to add a box that's going to hold my journaling. So I'm going to click on elements. And as you can see, you have different types of shapes. I'm going to go with a square. And as always, it's going to add the square in color. And I want to change the color of my square. So I'll click the square and you'll see on the bottom where there's like a little circle with different colors, and you can change the color of your square. So I went with no fill, or I think I went with white. I can't remember. Either or works. And like pages, you can resize your square. You can even add a border to your square if you wanted to. I usually don't, but I'm just going to share it here with you how you can add a border. And again, you're going to click the little line and it looks like adding a border. Kind of slide it to make it thicker or thinner, whatever size you want. But this is a good option if you want to see where you're adding your journaling. Now to add the journaling, you're going to click the text and it's going to add a little box for you to add your text. Once I start typing, you'll see that it doesn't fit into the box just like pages. So you're going to have to resize your journaling to fit within the box. It's a very easy, simple process. I just click the journaling and then start resizing it to fit in the box. And once I have the journaling fit in the box, I just make sure that when I'm typing that it stays within the box. I hope I'm making sense. Now also what's nice about Canva is that you don't even have to add a square. I added the square to make the process easier for you, but usually if I'm using Canva, I just type out my journaling and resize it for whatever I need. So you really don't even have to use a square. But with Canva, you can resize your text without the square. But if you need the square to help you resize your journaling, you can definitely do it this way. Now, also another great thing about Canva is if you have digital scrapbooking collections, I upload them to Canva and I use elements from my digital collections to add to my page and type my journaling around it. So if I had a bunch of stickers that I printed out using my digital collections and I want to add the typing to go around that element, I can do it here in Canva. Now that's a different video for another day because it's a little bit more complicated, but I do it all the time. And if you've watched any of my 2024 October daily, I've done it with one of the skeletons, which I actually snapped a photo of, added it to Canva and added my journaling around it, and then printed my journaling to fit around the skeleton. So hopefully in the future, I will share that with you guys. But for now, we're just going to keep it simple. And I talked for too long, so let's move on. Anyways, I'm done. I want to save this. So all you have to do is click the little box with the arrow and save it to your camera roll, or again, you can print it directly from Canva. Anyways, now I want to share with you how you can use the app Print to Size to add multiple pages to one 4x6 and print them all at once. So what I mean by that is I went to Print to Size, I clicked on that first page that we created in Pages, and I made it fit into my 4x6 because I printed it as a 4x6. Now, I also want to use the journaling that we added or created in Canva as well. So I just go ahead and click that one as well because it's an image now, and I'm going to resize it as I had it in Canva. So if I created a 2x2 box, I can make this a 2x2 and I can crop the journaling to fit that space perfectly. So as you can see here, I just click the sides to create the box I need, and then I can add that to my image. So if you were to have multiple journaling spots that you created within the week, you want to print them all together, you can definitely do it in print to size. I also do love print to size for a lot of other reasons, but this is a great way if you want to add multiple journaling spots on one page. But anyways, now I just want to go ahead and print this page, and all I have to do is click the print icon and print it through my Picture-Mate printer. And like I said, you don't have to do this step at all. You can print directly from Pages or Canva, but I like to do this especially that sometimes I have photos that I want to print as well. So I can add an image in there with my journaling, and it helps me save a lot of my clear sticker paper and not waste it. All right, as you can see, my Epson Picture-Mate printed out my 4x6 and it fit perfectly. And all I'm gonna do at this point is grab my trimmer and cut these down. So this is something I do. Obviously, if you don't care, you don't have to do this, but I try my hardest to save as much as I can from my clear sticker paper. So I'll trim that top portion and leave that bottom portion because I can totally use that. If I had more time, I was just recording and trying to, share with you how to do this. I would have added this bottom portion up here, so I would have had more space to trim down here and save. But it still works the same because I still have a good amount here. And usually these pieces fit so nicely in my Scrappy Spiral notebook. So I'll definitely keep those. And basically I'm gonna trim my journaling down. Now, I just made up this journaling as I went. I didn't really care what I was typing out. As you can see, at this point, it's just trimming out your journaling and adding it to your page. Now, I'm going to let you know that because I use this trimmer a lot for this sticky paper, it does get kind of gooey here. And what I'll do every once in a while is I'll get some foil and start trimming foil through this trimmer just to remove that tape there. As you can see, it's kind of sticky. I haven't done it in a while now, so I'll definitely end up doing it today because it's kind of getting really yucky there. And basically it will remove that. I have seen people use an eraser. I haven't tried that, but I feel like the foil works really well. I just do it a bunch of times and I keep going through the trimmer just to help kind of remove that stickiness. But anyways, that is basically it. I resize my journaling, I trim them down, and then I add them to my Scrappy Spiral notebook. I also add them into my traveler's notebook layouts as well, as you can see here. And that's the beauty of the clear sticker paper. You can just see that pattern in the background, which is so lovely and nice. I do it all the time. And you can see here, I have like a half a circle. I did that as well on Pages. I added a circle and I filled it halfway and then printed it. I just made sure to measure my circles. And I think this was probably like a 2x2 or something. And I just trimmed it in half and added it to my page. So you can really play with the shapes and stuff, and you can get it to fit in a lot of little spots here and there. But I always say, I'm trying to find a spot here where I added my clear sticker paper, like something like this. But I always say, just try it out multiple times. And once you do, you'll get the hang of it really, really quickly. It's not a difficult process. I would always measure the space where I want to journal, and then I create my little box and add my journaling and basically print it. I also get this question a lot if I wait until I have a lot of journaling to fill a page. I do not. When I create a layout, right away I'll go to my phone, print out the journaling, and like I shared earlier, I will stick down my little pieces here to my page. I'll even do it on a 4x6. I'll add this to a 4x6, just like I did with my printer paper for my large home printer, and use my Epson Picture-Mate. So it works either way. The only thing is you just have to make sure that you are printing the right size of paper. So if you're printing for your home printer, it's going to be an 8.5 by 11. If you're printing for a 4 by 6, you do need to change the size on Canva and also on Pages. So your, journaling is the right size, because if you did Pages and just started with an 8.5 by 11, but tried to print it as a 4 by 6, your journaling would be very, very small. So just make sure that you have the right sizes when you're printing. But other than that, that's literally how I do my journaling. It's a very easy process. You'll see here that it's literally just a little paragraph, 2 sentences, or maybe one, yeah, 2 sentences, just to fill this little space. Again, I just sized it. I took the measurements and then added the journaling in Pages and printed it out. So I hope this helps you out. I hope this answers your question. Like I said, I get asked that question so many times, and I'm just happy to help make the process easier for you. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.